I want to bring highlight to yet another section of Joe Blue being incapable of using logic and reasoning. Now, it's still on the Filth of Hun Showdown Part 2, Cheaters Force You to Medkit. This person that's dead right now was claimed to use Silent Footsteps and Silent Revive. Now, I could hear footsteps from time to time. It was difficult because of the two teammates and Joe Blue yammering and complaining all over the place. Like, they complained non-stop, talked non-stop. They didn't focus on the sound of the game, but I could still hear footsteps. If you go down here again, this comment here. 4 other people that have heard it cannot hear them, and 3 of those people, 3 of the 4 people, couldn't hear them at the time as well as in the video. So I'll trust the actual people that I know who can confirm what I also know, and not random people chatting on the web. Now, that's in itself a confirmation bias. He goes to people that's confirming what he already knows. But the logic is in this here. The logic is flawed. The logic is basically non-existent in this here, because you cannot draw attention from people that are playing the game together with you, but that's not the only thing he's doing. Let me show you. Let me start by setting it up like this here. The actual quote up in the corner, and then highlight that Joe Blue asked 4 people, 3 of those people, 3 of which could not hear the footsteps, and revive sound at the time. I'll just quickly do that. So we still have that together. Footsteps and revive sound at the time. What does that mean? It means that we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different people. 4 different people that could not hear the revive sound. Random. Random. This here is how it logically would look like if it was a legitimate questioning of people's hearing capabilities rather than confirmation bias. However, what Joe is doing is saying 3 of those people could not hear the footsteps at the time, footsteps and revive sounds at the time. Meaning at the time, these people would also either be playing together with him, making it Cousin and Josh, and then spectator. This here is how it would look like. But I don't know a spectating system in Hunt Showdown unless you are actually streaming to a platform. But Joe Blue is not streaming on Twitch. He's not streaming on Kick. He's not streaming on Trovo. He's not streaming on YouTube. So I don't know what platform that should be. Which means 3 of which could not hear the footsteps at the time makes this here be Joe himself. So the 3 people that at the time could not hear the sound are Joe, Josh, and his cousin. The 3 people that lost to the person. How does that make any sense? Because that means Joe only asked 1 other person up there. Can you hear the sound? But what gives us the right to not the trustworthiness to Joe? What gives us the trustworthiness to Joe to believe he did not simply just turn down the volume and then play the clip? It's simply just turning it down here makes it even more difficult, because he has done that to so many, I got hiccups, to so many of his other clips. If you go to Azorized, then you can see he turns down the volume and then claims cheating. You cannot hear. If we go to his The Gaming Merchant is a cheater, or is the Gaming Merchant a cheater, he turns down the volume. Jen Snake, 100% aimbot Tarkov, and Veil the Expert turns down the volume. It's a known fact that every single video Joe makes on someone else, he turns down the volume. I can continue all day long. So, what should give us the trustworthiness in Joe Blue? Why should we trust that Joe Blue is honestly turning up the full volume for the people he asks, the one random person that he asks to hear this fully sound with a headset? And on the other hand, why should this person magically also be trusted to have game knowledge and sound awareness? Why should these people that Joe are asking not simply just be his parents, his parent, another friend? Why not just someone that knows that Joe Blue is asking them to confirm what he's hearing, or apparently not hearing? This here is more confirmation bias created by Joe Blue. The same he did on his Shroud video. He starts out saying that he got a comment. I'm not having a headset. And there's not sound on it.
You know, you must think Shroud is cheating. I mean, Shroud is cheating. He's a cheater. Shroud is a cheater. I mean, you can just literally search Shroud cheater, and you've got this video here.
Confirmation bias. Picking a video that confirms what Joe is wanting to expose. He's not on the controversy that he might actually be wrong. He's not looking for evidence of both sides. He's just going directly into saying Shroud is cheating. He's doing that with everyone. Again, his Fortnite journey is evidence of it. Every single time someone shoots at him, he says, cheater, wall hack, aimbot. Like, it's the only thing he knows how to do. So again, this here is even more evidence that Joe Blue does not give a fuck about reality. He only confirms it with someone that he trusts will accept and tell him what he wants to hear. Himself, because 3 of which could not hear the footsteps and revive sound at the time, aka himself, Josh, and his cousin. But I got curious about something. Captain Blue, Joe Blue, the One Dread, his cousin, he showed the One Dread in his January highlight while Joe Blue was spectating him. Then it's Gano, it's Gino, whatever it's supposed to be pronounced as. Like, this guy here. That's the funny part. I got curious. Can I get back to Joe? Joe got no VAC bans, no trades problem, no problem in the Steam community, and no game bans. That's cool. But why are you hiding your friends, Joe? Why are you hiding your friends? Because if we go to Josh, have It's Gonna, then he got a VAC ban. 7 years ago, doesn't matter. He got a VAC ban. We have a known cheater amongst Joe's friends. So, yeah, Joe, doesn't look too good. I think you noticed that because you have also removed Josh from your friends list. Does not look too good. And even Josh have a friend with a whack ban and a game ban on his hand too. So does not look too good, Joe. And if we look at your cousin, I think you realize the problem that Josh had a whack ban because you then probably made your cousin also hide out his friend list. You cannot see their friends anymore. Couple of weeks ago, you could see Joe's friends on Steam. You could find every single person Joe was friend with on Steam, but you cannot do that anymore. That's weird. That is really, really weird. Spectrum, Joe's own little group. Because he's part of the Spectrum. But it's weird that you are afraid to be associated with known cheaters, Joe. It kinda somewhat indicates that you yourself are part of the cheater community. I mean, you're friends with a cheater. Does not look too good, Joe. This here is outside of the map, so he could simply just have kicked him. But they both like are in here. They're both there. Joe, cousin, Gunno. They are all three here together. They have not kicked him, and he was talking with them on Discord, so that is someone they know. Oh, Joe does not look good associating with cheaters. I gotta say, catching cheaters and playing with cheaters, that's not a good that's not a good view, Joe. I mean, you don't believe anything I say regardless, but hey, some of your fans might not like it. The, so to say, anti-cheater is playing with cheaters too. Damn, are there exceptions to what cheaters should be called out? Oh, only the people that Joe does not like should be called out. Yeah, regardless of reality. Ow. Too bad, so sad.